Hello and welcome to lovegardening.com. Today I'm going to show you how to plant onion sets that overwinter as well as garlic. Now it's the perfect time of year to be doing this, early autumn, and when you plant onions you want seed onions like this, so it's essentially a tiny onion. You can see, there you go, and it's just a matter of using my dibber, which is very handy for this. And I want to just tuck it into the ground. I want the top of the onion peeking out, but the roots in firm contact with the soil. So there you go. You can see that one in there. And I'm going to put a row of these in. Now, onions are really easy to grow and super useful. I mean, we go through tons of them in our house. I don't know about you. The great thing is as well, even if you get a glut of them and you plant too many, you can string them up and dry them and they last for ages. So it really is a useful vegetable to grow. You could even do this with children. It's that easy. It's a nice little weekend task for them to do. Or grandchildren, if you have them. Get them out in the garden. My next row is going to be red onions, and exactly the same principle, just tuck them in, making sure the top is peeking out. Now, having vegetables growing over winter is incredibly satisfying because there's not much that will actually grow now, not masses anyway, not like in the spring and summer months, but onions will do really well. The next thing I'm going to plant is garlic. Now, I've simply taken a bulb out of the kitchen, which you can do as well. You should have. I have never failed with garlic out of the kitchen, but sometimes they might have been treated with a growth inhibitor, which means that they won't come true and they won't bulk out into full bulbs. In which case, if you do have failure, then you can buy seed bulbs from the garden centre. Most garden centres and nurseries will have them at this time of year in early autumn. It's essentially a really large bulb of garlic. But it's essentially the same thing, just a bigger version of, that hasn't been treated with any growth inhibitor. And then you will plant the clove about 1.5 times its depth. So unlike the onion, which you keep on top on the surface, you'll bury this under the ground with the root side down and the tip up. So I'm going to make a hole with my dibber, pop that in and cover it up, and I'm going to space them about the same as the onion, so about 15 to 20 centimetres apart. Pop that in. Now, garlic is brilliant because it will grow over the winter time. It actually needs a period of cold in order to kind of kick-start germination. What happens over the winter is it sends up all its green foliage out of the top, so all its greenery, and then over the spring and summer it will bulk out and become a nice big fat bulb, hopefully. And again, just like onions, you can store it so it will last for a really long time. And there you go. So that is my row of garlic. It's simply a matter of labelling now, so I remember what I've put there, and giving them a good water. Now, you might find with the onions, because they stick out of the ground like that, that birds, ground feeding birds, especially blackbirds, like to pull them out, which won't do them any good at all. So I'm going to put some garden canes up in each corner here and just put some light netting over the top, and that will stop any disruption from birds just while the onions get their roots down and become nice and secure. So that's a whole little section full of onions and garlics that will grow over the winter very happily and I can enjoy next year. And for more how-to videos, visit lovegardening.com, and if you've got any more ideas for videos, do let our media team know.